Hello, everyone. Welcome along. This is another in our release series, and welcome to Sage 2024 R1. It's David and Jeff, and welcoming you all to the session on behalf of the entire team based in Dublin and Ireland. We will be summarizing the 2024 R1 release of Sage CRM. And before we get to the features themselves, I wanted just to take a moment, as I normally do, to remind everyone of the Sage Group commitment to the product. It's a reminder to you all of the Sage Group's validation and commitment to the Sage CRM product as we go ahead to the future. And this is important because it's this constant reinforcement about the position that Sage CRM holds in the company, and thus the opportunity for you as an employee, for your partners, and for your customers, wherever you are in the world. We want to be very clear about the opportunity and about the potential for the product as it rolls out across the world. It's this continued commitment to develop, sell, and maintain Sage CRM to the future. So we have this idea, we speak of this vision, which Jeff and I have been refining a little bit in the last month or so, of this lucrative and growing market that is front office digitization, CRM, process management, call it what you will. It's helping customers look for ways to be more efficient in the front office, be that marketing, be that selling, being that customer service, by providing them a tool that helps them bring together all these processes, these datas, these views of people and processes and their own customers in one place to deliver that process completeness, those business efficiencies, whatever they do and however they work. It is this opportunity as well for resellers, particularly to extend the scope of the stickiness of the back office product, be that 200 or anything else, to help them drive increases in licenses and service revenue in their own business. It's a product that we do through twice yearly releases, brings to life something that delights users with an innovative experience. We started that UI uplift, by the way, back after the new brand took place, and we completely the work in 2023 R1. It's a product that has great performance and scale and reliability. You know, we have customers that have been with us for almost 20 years. We have customers of all shapes and sizes, from 2 users to in excess of 2,000 in some cases. Unusual, but they are there. And we have customers that connect from their front office to their back office, be that 50, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, X3 intact, as well as other systems like SAP and other specific back office solutions that are unique to a particular industry. The product offers a powerful API. We lead with our REST API, a modern, powerful API that features on developer.sage.com, plus as well the old favorites like .NET, the SOAP options, which we developed earlier in the product's lifetime. But it's about giving the widest technical reach and servicing a base of users and ISV partners globally. We also have a product that you can deploy anywhere you like, cloud, on-premise, whatever. It's a stack that allows customers and their partners, of course, to host maybe on their own machines, maybe using their local IT partners offering, or commercial offerings like AWS, which we delivered in 2020, and Azure 2021. It's all about that freedom of choice for customers. Best bang for buck. And of course, speaking of bang for buck, we believe we have very competitive and very simple licensing. We don't nickel and dime customers for extra storage or additional API calls or have a crazy complicated menu of user pricing. We believe in full power, no barriers. And these customers are people that we hear about, that Jeff and I talk to, that we hear from resellers time and time again. Customers that are looking for ways to do better with the way they organize data, the way they track sales, the way they deliver service, and the visibility that they're trying to get across their business. And these are some of the statistics that I'd encourage you to think about, particularly if you're dealing with customers and or partners in your day-to-day management, where you can use these as talk tracks, as question openers for their own customers to see whether there is scope to add Sage CRM to their stack. But some of these insights also include things that we can talk about in the positive about Sage CRM working in any industry, B2B or B2C. The customers can grow from 2 users, as I mentioned earlier, and many of them are in that sub 20 area, but they can keep growing and growing and growing without worrying that the product will run into limitations or they'll have to change out at some point. We want people to also understand that what we offer is applicable for sales, marketing, or service, and they can start on any one of these places, on any particular need, or they can go full on from the very beginning. They're all part of a many thousand, tens of thousands of customer-based stories from around the world, where we have a proven multilingual, multi-regional offer to help these customers deliver front office management. We explained a moment ago as well, as part of the vision statement, that we have this ability to deploy anywhere, cloud or on-premise, in any particular platform. Jeff, how have we been expanding that over the years?
Well, let's see. In terms of the way in which we can deploy within the cloud and within managed services, we've added compatibility with AWS EC2 instances back in 2020. We added support for Azure in 2021. So we've increased the range of deployment options within the cloud for private hybrid cloud customers that really it caters for businesses that are already invested in their cloud infrastructure and want to be able to make use of that.
And what about when it comes to supporting, say, partners and customers who are going up the scale of usage, more and more users? What do we do for them?
Well, again, it depends on how you want to work. It's in terms of the database, the Azure database, for example. And I think we'll mention that in a moment. But it can be used within the context of an elastic cloud provision. But within if you're working with managed services for a partner managed service, then we support MS Windows Data Center. Okay. So it gives partners and customers more control over their system setup based on their existing infrastructure.
And how else can we do that with the deployment choice when they deploy? You mentioned managed and private there. What else can we talk to people about?
Again, it depends on how you want to do cloud, whether you want to do most of your systems, Sage CRM, you could be working on an on-premise basis or moving into a managed cloud environment, or you could be moving into a public cloud environment or a hybrid of that. So we support Azure SQL database directly. So that's a cloud-based environment. We also support for managed services Microsoft SQL Server Web Edition, and we've done that since 2022. So Sage CRM provides customers with really a diversity of choice between whatever cloud-based or on-premise database solutions that the customer needs. And so we can allow partners and customers to identify the right software to optimize the cost effectiveness of their choice. It's good that we're giving customers that option to best suit their data security, their performance and cost needs.
Yes, and I would build on that by saying it's proof point on the vision, really. We're all about, particularly with the development teams, help in the UK and Ireland, to focus on providing deployment options that align with specific customers' needs and their existing infrastructure, both now and in the future. It's all about empowering them to tailor the usage to the situation.
Yeah, well, one of the things that we're very clear about in our development work is that we want to offer more deployment choices for users, and that's evident because we've added the compatibility over the last few releases with multiple cloud platforms, AWS EC2 and Azure VMs, different operating systems. Keen to add that scalability, including Windows Data Center and diverse database solutions, scaling from the fact that some customers are using SQL Express, some are using Azure SQL, and some are using, in a managed service environment, Web Edition, SQL Server Web Edition.
So it's all about making our existing customers, 250,000 intact, whoever they are, with their front office digitization journey, whatever stage they're at, whatever department they start in, we want them to be helped along the way, supporting them with all sorts of tools and techniques. This informs the way we build the roadmap and what we do every 6 months, 2 releases a year, in terms of getting a good story out to the marketplace. It's important to us that you know the repeated visibility of statements like our vision, like the validation from group about this customer comfort that we're on track, we're developing materials, we're developing product that makes sense for them, for this year, next year, the following years. And we're all responding to market and customer demands by making sure we get good behaviors around contact, document management, email management, and more, as well extending popular functions, searching, favoriting, saving, sorting, etc., which Jeff will speak more about in a second as it comes to this very release.
Sage is improving Sage CRM by modernizing the user interface. We're enhancing old features. We're adding new capabilities. We're improving user satisfaction and extending cloud deployment options, scalability, and performance. This is deliberate development to make sure that we're maximizing the return on investment of the account systems by integration with Sage CRM. And Sage wants to make Sage CRM as simple as possible for our customers. And we're aiming to streamline the user experience and eliminate frustrations to enhance the user experience. The main focus, as we're looking at this slide, the main focus for the new release of 2024 R1 is to modernize the user experience, improve user satisfaction. We've done a lot of work on security. We've done a lot of work in increasing productivity and then laying the groundwork for future advancements. And that's something that's going to be a multi-release effort as we get ready for the next set of years within the life cycle of Sage CRM. We've done a lot of work on UI and user interface improvements. And we've sorted out some 40 cases that are customer issues that have been escalated into the development team. That's a 25% increase of what we've normally managed to achieve. We've really attacked the backlog there. We've improved favorites management with an ordering options, the ability to highlight text within multiline fields, and that's to improve readability and get users to have faster insights on key information. We've added a tagging system for easier record organization and retrieval. We've brought in some artificial intelligence with the use of an embedded chatbot for user help. We've done some administration improvements where we've enhanced security for better data protection. And there's a lot of security changes that are behind the scene there, including improved control of external URLs in dashboard gadgets. And we've also removed a hassle for partners and customers because we've prevented the deletion of key metadata, ensuring that screens and lists can't accidentally be removed, causing a certain amount of distress and chaos. And we've also made sure that we've continued our work to really attack improvements on the general architecture. So we've adopted 64-bit Java for increased performance and scalability. And there's all sorts of other things that are surrounding that, including, which I'll talk later on about the refreshed e-learning, updated user assistance, and supporting content on the community.
So just a brief update following Jeff's walkthrough of marketing assets, and a reminder for many of you, but nevertheless worth saying out loud every time we speak about where you can both find more information, but also where you can recommend that your customers, partners, etc. find more detail and engage with other users. First of all is the Sage CRM group on LinkedIn. There are 3,152 members as of yesterday. And that includes me culling a few off recently. So very healthy environment. We publish and cross-post information up there to make sure that people keep up with what's going on, including, of course, similar themes to what we're talking about today. And we try and post something official, that is from either Jeff or myself, once every couple of weeks in that LinkedIn group. Also very important for us, and a lot of work is done by Jeff and the rest of the team in providing information through the Sage CRM area of the community, and in particular the blogs, the forums, the announcements. I think I've got all those ones, haven't I? Are very busy areas where you can read more about, for example, the new release, and then focus on each individual parts of that release, about what's happening, why it's happening, how you can take advantage of it, including lots of useful visual information as well. So certainly between the two of us, we're dropping material up there at least once a week, often more. And in the announcements and discussion area, there are lots of customers and partners talking amongst themselves on particular issues, challenges, help, and a whole bunch more. And it's always good to check in with that and see what's going on. If you're in the business of looking after partners, then don't forget that we also maintain marketing assets up on the Partner Hub. There's still two of them in existence. So there's the newish one, which is Partner Central, but there's still Partner Hub as was. So this is Partner Central I'm pointing out, but it does exist elsewhere as well. We have at the moment, as of yesterday, 56 assets up on Partner Central, and they range from PDFs like what's new, as you can see on the screen grab there, but also we've got some sample blog links. We've also got some marketing bits that partners can use in email or direct mail activities generally. It's all designed to sort of tell the story, not only about the technical side and the feature side of the product, but how to use the product in anger when you're talking from a marketing perspective, a sales perspective, as a partner or as a direct sales employee. Lots and lots of very useful material there to be used, and also lots of pointers out to other material, all designed to make sure that people get exposed to as much of the information that we put up there as possible. My traditional shout out for all the writing, the many tens, hundreds of thousands of words developed and delivered by Mr. Richards, available on the community. There is some terrific material up there. Jeff's forgotten more material than I know, I'm sure, but there's lots of decent, technical, really gritty information up there. So if you're dealing with a customer or a partner who's looking for specific information, always start by looking up there, because chances are we've written about it before, or at least other people have talked about ways of addressing things, as well as best practice in the way you do things. So there's absolutely scads of information up there. Similarly, up on the YouTube channel, you will see scads of information that is both commercial and technical in nature. How-tos, pointers, best practice, material from Jeff, material from me, material from partners, all available on the Sage CRM channels. There are two main ones. There's our official channel, and there's also the Sage sales
support and training.
Thank you. I always forget the title. Thank you. Support and training channel. So we span those two channels. More recently, and a particular fave of mine, is the Sage Thought Leadership. We've been up there, I think, about 2.5, maybe 3 years now, speaking with customers and partners, usually across 3 episodes of about 6 to 8 minutes long. We have now up there 58 episodes since we started. So we're talking with business partners like Orbis Technology, ISV partners like Lead Info, other partners that have got customer stories to tell us. So Bass in Toronto and their customer Belmont House and the work they've done with them. Lab Repco, a long-term Sage North America customer who are just so evangelical about what CRM has done for their business over the years. Fantastic listen from them. Similarly, from the guys at Keystone Precision. Really good stories there. So they're great pieces of material to engage both your own or improve your own knowledge, but also if you're interested in hearing and being able to tell stories, particularly about customers using Sage CRM, they're really good to listen to. How customers have come to CRM, their challenges they had, the things that they did to make it work even better, and where they're heading in the future. We've just done another one with another partner just the other day, and then more recently, or less recently, a little while ago, we did a fantastic episode with Renishaw, a UK customer, and these are one of these customers that are in the multi-hundreds of users that have been with us for years and years and years. And for them, Sage CRM is the backbone of their business. So I'd encourage you all to both listen to a few of these and recommend them to any of your colleagues and or partners you might look after. But that brings us to the end. So thank you, Jeff. And thank you for coming along today. We hope that's useful. Don't forget all the pointers we put out to you and where to find more information. But for now, our work here is done, and we'll say goodbye.